Just 24 hours before Newcastle's next home game, Kevin Keegan went out and splashed more than £1 million on a double strengthening of his all-powerful squad, buying Scott Sellers from Leeds and Mark Robinson from Barnsley.
Every footballer's ambition every Saturday is to play. You know, when that Saturday comes, you want to be on that team sheet, and you know, I wasn't this season. And you can put up with it for a while, but as the season dragged on, you know, you get sort of disappointed every week. So I think the Leeds were aware that I was a little bit nappy, and to be fair, they were, you know, very good to allow me to come. So I've only been sort of at Leeds a very short time, and then, you know, like I said before, the chance came, and you know, I'm highly delighted with it.
You're confident you'll be playing against them perhaps next season when Newcastle are in the Premier League?
Yeah, I would. I mean, the signs look good, so hopefully it'll be nice to play against Leeds next season.
Was it a surprise when Newcastle made the move for you?
Yes, it was a surprise. The old manager Mel Machin rang me and asked me if I was sitting down before he told me. So yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, but a nice surprise.
They're joining a club where a lot of the hard work's been done, but if we think that it's all been done, we'll be left with egg on our face. And the sign of them to really is just to give us another boost. A couple of new faces at the club at the right time, and then they are both Premier League players, make no mistake about that. So obviously that's where we want to be, but we've still got some work to do.
Both new signings found themselves straight into the action, but even quicker off the mark was another of Keegan's transfer successes, Robert Lee.
So Newcastle straight onto the attack then, right in the first minute, and this is Robert Lee. Oh, superb goal against his old club, Robert Lee. Scott challenging, Howie, oh, that's a bad mistake, and Gary Nelson cashes in. Scott Sellers. Kelly, nice goal, David Kelly, 2-1. Aim for Leeburn, and Leeburn gets to it first. It's 2-2.
Still, Newcastle speculated to accumulate. Sir John Hall and his board backed their manager with another £1.75 million as Andy Cole from Bristol City became Newcastle United's record transfer.
He's got tremendous pace. But he's more than that. He can hold the ball up, and he's got a trick or two. I think the fans will love him here. But he's really the last piece of the jigsaw as I see it. If we can keep everybody fit now, I've got a tremendous squad to pick from, which will be the envy of not just obviously the First Division, but most of the Premier League.
Cole was on the bench for another promotion six-pointer at Swindon, who are well placed for the playoffs.
The up and under there. Lee Clark's away now. Lee Clark still going, and only a foot or so wide there. Out for Venison. Just a little touch there, but it's still going for David Kelly now. Great finish, David Kelly. He really crashed that one in. Scott Sellers kept the move going, brought down beautifully by Kelly. And a tremendous finish as well. A great goal from David Kelly, and he knows it. Howie able to get that one away. This is Scott. He can't get a tackle in either. And Scott, and O'Brien came in, and that's a penalty. Penalty to Swindon. See, they were at full stretch, and O'Brien came in there on White. Spot kick then. Steve White the victim. It'll be Paul Bowden who looks to punish Newcastle. Bowden's got a great left foot, and you can see why. 1-1 now. Bowden from the penalty spot. Oh, that was a handball, surely. No, play on, says the referee. White still going. And Bowden, and they've got the corner kick. Even the rest of his team seem to be protesting about that handball, but Bowden swings it over now. And they haven't got it clear. And that's 2-1 to Swindon. It's Calderwood, the skipper. Good corner in there, and Newcastle will still be protesting about that handball decision. But Calderwood got the important touch. Andy Cole on a substitute, just what he can contribute today on his first appearance.
Andy Cole was handed his full home debut the following Saturday against Notts County. He was to strike up an instant partnership with David Kelly, the leading goal scorer who responded perfectly to a spot of competition.
The run of the ball there, and Kelly's whipped it back as well to Robert Lee. Took a deflection, but it's another fine goal for Robert Lee. Wasted no time getting the shot in, and it flew in, 1-0. Out wide, first time in by Bracewell. Cole couldn't get ahead to it, and Clark, oh, that was a great chance. Lee Clark, Kelly right through the middle, no one on him, and oh, he's missed it. Followed by Lee. Cole, Lee working well together. Lee Clark is outside of him. Slipped through there to Kelly. Brilliantly taken by David Kelly. Sellers. Beresford. Oh, so close to his first, John Beresford. There from Lee and Cole. And Cole in the space for Lee Clark. Full of running Lee Clark. And a great cross into David Kelly. That's another magnificent goal from David Kelly. Now this is Mark Draper, and Cernicek does extremely well and gets hurt. Deep into Newcastle territory, and Lunt against the crossbar, and Beresford away. Lee cuts it out. Keep going. Innocent in there, such determination. Now David Kelly, nicely played in for Cole. That's his first. Andy Cole opens his account for Newcastle, 4-0.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's a weight off my shoulders, you know, it's just nice to see it hit the back of the net.
Talk us through it, how did you see the goal?
Well, Dave Kelly was knocked into my feet, just held the defender off and swiveled and hit it. Hope for the best kind of thing, you know, it went in.
And the applause when you left the pitch must have made it all worthwhile.
The support was a superb, you know, a different class. Like I keep saying, I've never played in front of a crowd like this on a Saturday anyway. I'm used to 8,000 and stuff like that, so 30,000, it's a different kettle of fish.
Just in case any were needed, a rare stumble at Watford gave the manager the chance to remind his players that nothing was a foregone conclusion in the unpredictable game of football. A single goal defeat would keep the players hungry for success.
Trying to tackle back hard, Sellers as well. Bracewell knocks it forward. Cole giving it a chase. Cole getting there as well, and nearly getting his reward. Good free kick. And Charlery, and off the line, and it's Paul Furlong for Watford.
At this advanced stage of the season, games against teams fighting against relegation can prove the toughest of all. Birmingham City were mounting an impressive revival after Terry Cooper had brought in 7 new players to kickstart his team. With 3 wins in a row behind them, it seemed to be working.
Over comes the corner kick. Kelly with a flick off. Still not clear. Lee it was, and Scott and Cole, and most people in a black and white shirt trying to have a go. It was just a case of too many bodies. Howie back there alongside Saville. Short, it's been played. Still they've got to get the ball in. All the way across the middle, and it's Saville! It's a goal for Birmingham, and it's Andy Saville. The man from Hartlepool snatches a dramatic lead for Birmingham City. And we've still got 45 minutes plus 6 or 7 of this half remaining before they can even think about 3 points. Saville, Cernicek stopped, and that's a goal. Rogerson it is. Terry Cooper cannot believe it. The crowd are absolutely stunned there. Not to the Birmingham fans though. Robert Lee picking it up now. Quick challenge in there, but it's broken for Venison. Now Lee Clark, Robert Lee again, and Lee Clark just can't pick up the ground, can he? And again it broke for a yellow shirt, but Cole nips it back. And Cole here, Andy Cole! There's another chance. Did so well to work the opening, but couldn't find the target. The bounce going all the way through for Howie to find Cernicek. Looks as though he's going to launch one. Kelly on the chase. Kelly turning his man well. Sellers, Cole! 2-1. Andy Cole again. Keegan's off the bench. They're jumping, and Andy Cole gets his second goal for Newcastle and starts to make amends perhaps for those earlier misses.
That's right, and that all stemmed from that long kick from Cernicek. One bounce and it was inside the penalty area. Kelly doing well here, shielding it, turning inside. Scott Sellers getting the touch. I think it came off a yellow shirt, and there was Andy Cole just to slide forward and knock it into an empty net. But that was really just what Newcastle needed at this stage of the second half. They've now got an incentive now to go all out for that equaliser.
Cole second for Newcastle, and back to the 17 he got for Bristol City. And it's Newcastle 1, Birmingham 2 on the hour, and what a game we've got now. It was just the springboard that Newcastle needed, and Andy Cole scored against Birmingham for Bristol City earlier this season. And this one will be so much more important to him. Great work there by Kelly. Sellers there, and that's a real goal grabber's goal. And here they come again, and it's through here for Robert Lee. It's 2-2. Robert Lee, and St James's Park absolutely erupts. 2 goals in a minute. Keegan on his feet, and Welly White, and Robert Lee comes from nowhere. And it's all turned round now in spectacular fashion.
Fabulous goal here, great ball across the face of the goal, stretching the goalkeeper into the danger area, and there came Robert Lee in from that right hand side. Scott Sellers doing well here, good early ball in, goalkeeper hesitates into no man's land, and there's Robert Lee just to side foot it into an empty net. Quality ball into the box, and Robert Lee, good finish.
The Abbey Stadium had proved itself a graveyard for impressive reputations in the past, but by the end of one of Newcastle's most complete performances of the season, the manager was unstinting with his praise.
Towards Howie, Scott is up there as well, and Cole, so sharp on the turn though. Lee Clark, Howie the target, Cole brings it down beautifully, but can't hit the target. Cole all the way across there, first time by Sellers. Still keeps going for Lee Clark. Through for Kelly. And Kelly again. And Sellers, oh, inches away. Lee Clark with another kick. David Kelly has come off for it. Sellers on a weighted ball. And it's there by Howie. Steve Howie, 4 minutes to half time. David Kelly to chase it he does. Can he find the finish? Expertly done again by David Kelly. It's a big kick out that. And Andy Cole chasing it all the way. Andy Cole, super shot from Andy Cole, terrific. Away by Beresford then. That was a key bit of defending there by John Beresford, and Cernicek can finish off. Now Robert Lee. And Cole's away. He's so quick over those first couple of yards. Cole, denied by Phelan.